rolls into the mountains with that familiar mix of sunshine, slush, and just enough wind to keep us humble. It's the month that reminds us we don't have to have everything figured out. We just have to keep showing up. Around here, we take our cues from the season. We thaw out a little, we shake off what's heavy, and we step forward with a little bit more ease than last month. This is Teller Time, and as March unfolds, we're choosing steady progress, warm conversations, and the friendships, connections, and the kind of momentum that feels good in your heart and your bones. There's a new kind of thunder rolling through the mountains at Cripple Creek. It's the sound of jump ropes snapping, gloves crackling, the aroma, the sweat, the smell of leather, and kids, both male and female, discovering just how strong they really are. At the center of it all stands Coach Dylan Moran, steady, sharp, and building champions the old school way. No shortcuts, no ego, just grit, discipline, and heart. Under his watch, the Kid Blackie Boxing Club isn't just a gym. It's a proving ground, a place where confidence gets built one round at a time. So lace up your gloves, breathe deep, and let's step into the ring with Coach Dylan. Morning, Coach. Thanks for joining us at Teller Time. I'm really excited. We're really excited to have you because it seems our goals and focus is very similar and familiar. Mine with Kempo Karate and yours with Kid Blackie. So thank you for joining us this morning, and let's get right into it about maybe why did you start Kid Blackie Boxing Club?
Good morning. That was a wonderful introduction. I really appreciate that there.
You know, he blows everybody away with that.
Yeah.
Every time, everybody goes, wow.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm a resident of Cripple Creek, Colorado. My home is there. And I bought my house there about 6 years ago. And you start walking through Cripple Creek and you start learning the history. And it wasn't till I went to the district museum and I saw they had Jack Dempsey's gloves there and they started telling the story, but it's only a whisper right now in Cripple Creek. So I started having this idea of doing a Jack Dempsey days the right way, the way Jack Dempsey probably wanted us to do it. And if you don't know the story, William Harrison Dempsey, born in Manassas, Colorado, goes on to be the champion of the world, the heavyweight champion of the world, and he does that in a very unique story that has been forgotten in a lot of ways. But so he's born and has a family of 8. His mother was reading the championship book by I think Bob Fitzsimmons, the 1890s champion, and he grew up with his mother telling him he's going to be the champion of the world. And it's just...
Okay.
Yeah.
He starts going fighting when he's young, 11, 12. That's the Kid Blackie. That's Kid Blackie. 14 years old, working and living out in Utah. He gets a telegram from his brother. I gotta fight. You know how telegrams are. Gotta fight. Come quick. So he hops on the next train as a hobo that he is without a ticket.
Okay.
And he heads to Cripple Creek.
Okay.
And on this train, he's Kid Blackie. He's William Harrison Dempsey. He's Harry.
Mm-hmm.
He's no Jack Dempsey. His brother Bernie signed up to fight George Copeland. George Copeland has an interesting story and is actually buried in Cripple Creek.
So we got some boxers up there, obviously, is what you're telling us. Some secret boxers.
Oh yeah, it's rich.
Okay.
And they don't box there. There's no training. So my idea to start, I was like, well, before we just jump into having Jack Dempsey days, let's see if we got any interesting kids who want to do some boxing. So Kid Blackie Boxing Club started. I have to deal with the CMG and licensing agreements to use Jack Dempsey's name, so we are legal.
You have a regulation ring and everything?
We'll have a ring, yes.
Yeah, good.
And that gets into Jack Dempsey days, but I just want to finish the story while I'm on it.
No, please do. It's fascinating.
Okay, so Harry comes to meet his brother in Cripple Creek, and he gets him a job in one of the Cripple Creek mines. He's not a very good miner. Plus, he's young. He's 15, 16, 17 years old. And he's training with them to fight George Copeland for him under Jack Dempsey.
Yeah.
Which is his brother's name, Bernie. There's actually a couple fights for Jack Dempsey that he lost. That was his brother's losses in his record. So Bernie says, Bernie's turning 40. He's like, you got to fight this man for me. Can't fight him. And but don't go in there as Kid Blackie. You're gonna fight him as Jack Dempsey. I signed the contract. It's Jack Dempsey, so he has to go in there. They're doing a little switcheroo there, and you find out later the public did not enjoy that so much. But it's the start of the story. It's where Jack Dempsey is born, and we don't know. Cripple Creek at this time doesn't know he's gonna go on and be heavyweight champion of the world, but. The fight happens November 15, 1915 at the Lyric Opera House, which stands no more. I found where the plot is, and that's where the Double Eagle stands.
You said 1915, right?
1915.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that the Lyric Opera House was burnt down, but I don't have proof of that yet.
There was a lot of things burnt down, and I think 89 or 88, somewhere in there. Or, prior to the 1900s anyway. Yeah, a lot of things.
This was 1915, though.
So they rebuilt with a lot of brick after that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Lyric Casino was going to be what the Double Eagle is today. And that's a cool tie that we have. But that's where the Lyric Opera House stood. Is where the Double Eagle is. Okay. And that's where Jack Dempsey Days is going to be.
So the spirit of Jack Dempsey may be with you.
I think he will.
You're going to have it's an outdoor event?
No, it's indoor.
Indoor event.
It's going to be the ballroom. Ballroom boxing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Nice.
We'll put the ring up in there, and then we have 300 seats right now. Nice. We're pre-selling tickets online. You can find those on our Give Butter.
All right, so again, you want to finish your story, then we'll jump into
Yep.
really developing, telling us a little bit more of the boxing event coming up, because I think boxing, anything for kids is good, but boxing is, it's a great style for kids to learn, so we can delve into that more. But yeah, definitely get your story's finished and.
Almost.
Okay.
So Bernie's in his corner, he's training him, and then it comes to be the fight day. They announce Jack Dempsey, and the crowd goes wild. They're saying, "Where's Jack Dempsey? You're not Jack Dempsey. Who are you?" says the center man. He says, "I'm Jack Dempsey." So the fight must go on.
Yeah.
And then they announce George Copeland in his corner. So it's Jack Dempsey of Victor versus George Copeland of Cripple Creek. The great Victor Cripple Creek rivalry begins here.
Yeah.
And even now, I need to do more things in Victor as we build as a boxing club. But so the bell rings. It's too late to stop the fight, and the fighting must ensue. But everybody thought George Copeland was going to kill Jack Dempsey that day. He was a frail boy, a big hauling rock man.
Right.
The money was not on Jack Dempsey that day, and he knocked George Copeland out in 6 rounds. He talks here in his book. I have his memoir here with me. Yeah, there's Dempsey lore is really cool. He says here in his book, Cripple Creek's altitude affected me so much that I felt weak and lethargic. All I wanted to do was sleep. But Bernie made me work hard. He was my manager, sparring partner, and trainer rolled into one. He even insisted I take his name, Jack Dempsey, instead of Kid Blackie.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
So, the proof is in the pudding.
Yep.
And we even like to use Jack Dempsey's championship fighting book.
Nice.
In our training practices, because aggressive defense is why he was so successful. But aggressive defense also has a fatal flaw, which I learned on Sunday. So.
All right, the boxing parts. Well, training up at this altitude is going to be phenomenal for your people, because then they go down to sea level and people are going to think they're the best thing since white bread. So I'm sure.
Yeah, we don't get tired. In this last fight, I heard somebody say the crowd, I was getting tired. I was like, wasn't feeling winded at all, but.
All right.
It's interesting. Have you had many fights? How many fights?
6 now, but
6? Okay, cool.
What ages? What ages do you train up there?
we do go by USA Boxing guidelines. To spar, you need to be like 8 years old or to compete. We have masters boxers who are over 40, and then everything in between.
I love that. Masters over 40. What does that put people over 60?
Oh, man. In the grave.
What do you call someone over 60 that wants to box?
Yoda.
Okay. I'll take Yoda. What about over 70?
Oh, don't even go there. That's
Although like I cross train with hockey, and we had the Victor Penguins out there, and
Okay.
and Brian, he's still out there on the ice. He's like almost 90.
There you go.
So-
Hey.
I think any kind of exercise, if you were to come in as an elder to do some boxing,
Why is he looking at me?
I would say it would be very good for your health. I know that we have the Punches Against Parkinson's program for a reason, and I know boxers who have received Parkinson's partially because of boxing have also found that their tremors went away when they punch a punching bag.
Nice.
Well, it's good because it keeps your mind fresh from Alzheimer's and dementia, and you're having to think, left hand, right foot, switch your feet, do this, that, and everything else, and you're not on a pill. You're doing something good for your body, and it's just constant movement, constant motion, working up a good sweat, better than 45 minutes, I think, on a treadmill or an elliptical, and you're learning how to move and breathe and watch, whether you got a bag or even if you got a sparring partner. Just the two of you going at it is
Great for fitness. Yeah.
It's quite the mental challenge, yes. So do you have men and women, boys and girls up there? Or?
I have more younger girls than I have women,
Okay.
surprisingly enough. I do have one woman, and men and
Okay.
boys.
Oh, you got some women up there.
It's we're a community.
Okay. Now, so the boxing ring or your establishment where you do practicing, where is that?
We're at the Cripple Creek Parks and Rec.
Okay.
We share this space. We're there Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 to 8, so like as an after-school program.
Okay.
And then Saturday we do our 10 to noon morning classes.
Okay.
And I got 3 certified USA boxing coaches that help me now. And we've competed throughout the state of Colorado. We've been in Durango show and a couple shows in Boulder, and there's 146 sanctioned boxing clubs in Colorado,
Wow.
and the LBC, our local boxing committee, and we're one of them.
Okay. Think you got any future Olympians coming out of your place?
I think if anybody wants to just come to Kid Blackie Boxing Club, get some high altitude training, bring their own expertise, because we're not all ring geniuses,
Right.
And just experience the Jack Dempsey experience, and come test your will at Jack Dempsey Days, June 20th at the Double Eagle Hotel Casino. I think you'll find that Cripple Creek is a great place to box, and it's been a great place to box, and we should have never stopped.
Well, again, with the revamping, I think, Cripple Creek is trying to get rebuilt up with a lot of things. One of the things we're going to talk about is the 1890 Maine restaurant or something out there. But it is coming back, and I think, especially Cripple Creek, Victor, the more things you have for the kids up there, because Cripple Creek, it's a nice area, but it's not exactly, the most active town or the most alluring visually.
Unfortunately, it lacks entertainment.
Right.
Boxing is entertainment. Casinos do well if they can be paired with something.
Right. Okay.
I know that, and that's why I've been working with the Double Eagle Hotel
Okay.
and Casino, because they have been receptive, and they understand that we're also standing on historic ground here. This is where Jack Dempsey became Jack Dempsey. That story still stays.
That's fabulous.
Okay.
And I believe because such a great champion can be born in Cripple Creek, that more champions can be born here again.
See?
That's a nice tagline, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
No, that's good. I mean, anyone can be a champion. That's what I keep thinking about with my kids, learning from any ages. I learned from a 3-year-old how to communicate. So it's just fun to bring your style, my style, his style into it. and we learn from each other. No one's got the right answer, the best this, the best that, but I take a piece of what you showed me, I take a piece of what he showed me, and then you just start building styles and techniques. And the fun part and the sparring actually is, it's not, oh, I'm going to get hit, I'm going to get hurt. Not really. Not if know what you're doing, and your sparring partner knows what you're doing, and you've got a coach in there who's
and you protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, and that's keep your guard up.
Yeah,
That's right.
Okay. So let's get, again, your contact information before we get into the next round. Contact information, where you're at, the dates and the times for your big boxing event coming up, please, Dylan.
Okay, my contact information, you can find me always at Coach Dylan at kidblackieboxingclub.com. I'm pretty quick to answer my email.
One of the few. Thank you very much. I appreciate people that do that.
And if you need to find any of my team, that's business at kidblackieboxingclub.com. And then if you look at we have our website, kidblackieboxingclub.com. Keep the updates. You can find our tickets on there. The history of Jack Dempsey, where the Lyric Opera House is. We're currently in the production phase of putting a plaque on the Double Eagle. I'll just let that plaque be finished before send any pictures. But that's a huge step.
So is the Cripple Creek Museum helping you with that, or how?
Actually, the city of Cripple Creek is going to pay for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the plaque. I did. It was very difficult for me to find the Lyric Opera House. I was asking around. The museum wasn't even really sure. We had to prove it, so I had to go back into the Sanborn fire maps and do some extensive research of plots and where they were. And then I found the address of what the Lyric Opera House posted in the newspaper, and it's 423 East Bennett, and that's that plot. That's where the Double Eagle is.
So do you have fighters coming in? Do you have people coming in from all over Colorado to just practice and work with your people, or do you?
Actually, no. We're a pretty lonely club right now.
Okay.
All the people don't go to Cripple Creek. But we'll get there.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a stepping stone up there, and what you're building right now, that's pretty phenomenal. And once you get, people thinking that they can actually stand on the ground or stand in the ring or have a piece of history where Jack Dempsey stood.
I know that the boxing clubs of the USA Boxing, because we're sanctioned USA Boxing, where you can sign up for our fight on Conquer, which is an app. I don't know if you're familiar with. It's Conquer with a K, KONQUER.
Okay, sounds about right.
Spelling competition now. But my partners that are bringing the pro side, so we're a pro-am boxing event. We're shooting for about 22 amateur bouts. And then if the plaque is ready, we'll present that to the Double Eagle Hotel and Casino during the intermission, and then we will have 5 professional bouts afterwards. And my significance of this is because here he says Kid Blackie no more. That means Kid Blackie is dead. That's the amateur boxer is dead. We are the pros now.
Okay.
And that's kind of I wanted it to be kind of the passing the gauntlet.
So, you have a promoter? People promoting the event?
Yeah, we're here with Ghost Town Promotions.
Okay.
As well as our partner, Ghost Town Promotions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. And I can get you guys the flyer with
That'd be
Ghost Town on there, and USA Boxing and Conquer and everybody we're working with. We're also currently still actively raising money. We need sponsors and anybody who wants to back this awesome historic event and have their name on it.
Interesting. Okay. All right. That's the legacy. Kid Boxing, Kid Blackie's grit echoing through Cripple Creek, and Coach Dylan carrying that fire into a new generation. So before Dylan starts making us do push-ups for breathing wrong, it's time to step out of the ring, take off the gloves, and dive straight into the most unnecessary, unscientific, absolutely ridiculous questions I could come up with. Coach, welcome to the danger zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. First one we got for you, firing you out. If boxing had a timeout chair, who would sit in it the most? Kids, adults, or you after dealing with the adults?
Wow.
Tweens.
Tweens.
Yeah. It's that age between.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of parents sitting ringside sort of and telling you what to do with their kids, like the peanut gallery?
Is this the one word? Do I say one word?
No. This is just me because I have a lot of parents that sit and trying to tell my kids over me what they should be doing. They come on the mat and actually tell them what they'd be doing. So I'm just wondering if you have a peanut gallery of parents out there that sort of, try and help you, or they know more than you, or do they just sort of sit and encourage the kid?
Boxing is different. Boxing's the loneliest sport because you get in there alone, you win alone, and you lose alone. And it's your coach can't get in there and block the shot for you or shoot the shot. You kind of just got to do it yourself.
Sounds like a country western song there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Why do coaches yell 1 more round when actually they mean 6 more?
It's the encouragement.
There you go. All right. If you could ban one punch that beginners always throw wrong, which one is getting kicked out?
It's like when they fly on their back foot.
And they push up. Yeah.
And it's like they lose all their balance when they do it.
Balance is a big thing. Yeah. Knowing how to move your feet. I could tell the kids, your stance, your feet work. You can have the most powerful knockout punch, but if you don't have a strong stance, you're going to be on your ass in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you got to be able to stand on your 2 feet.
Okay. All right, Coach, it's time now for questions no coach trains for, no athlete expects, and no sane person should ever have to answer. Let's get ready for the lightning round rumble, and these are your one-word answers.
All right, here we go.
First one, favorite punch?
Jab.
All right. Worst boxing drill?
Step-ups.
Okay. What's a step-up? Oh, stepping and punching?
No, step-ups, you get like a large bench, and then you're going to go step, and then you're going to step up, and then you're going to step down, and then you step up 3 minutes, keep stepping.
Yeah. All right, Charlie, we'll get you on that next week.
Oh,
right.
thanks.
Yeah. What's the toughest combo?
1-3-2.
Okay. Jab, left hook, right cross?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You got to do it on an angle. If you come in on the center line, you'll get knocked out.
All right. So y'all use the numbers up there for training. You don't just call out, or do you do both when you're training?
Actually, it's easy for the numbers because the coach is simple, and then the fighter will get it eventually.
Okay. All right. Favorite gym soundtrack?
Oh, like Rocky.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. How about a snack choice?
Chocolate chip cookies.
I can make you some mean chocolate chip cookies.
And I can vouch for that.
There you go. All right. Do you have a superpower?
Unbreakable.
All right. That's a good one.
That is,
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for stepping into our podcast ring with us today. What you're building isn't just a boxing program. It's confidence, discipline, and a whole lot of heart packed into every jab, slip, and shuffle. This may be more directed towards adults, but boxing is amazing for stress relief, Charlie. Nothing clears the mind like punching something that doesn't punch back. So, Coach, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll stay in touch. We'll get you back here, soon. Appreciate you taking the time, but you'll get us the information, so maybe we can get some support for your boxing event coming up.
Appreciate it. Right now, our coolest sponsorship program is you can sponsor a belt, a championship belt. For $300, your name is on that belt, and when the champion gets awarded that belt, you get awarded as well.
Okay, but all your sponsor information, again, is online, so we're going to just look up Kid Blackie, and they'll find a variety of information. All righty. Well, we're going to do a quick update on Bert No Bad Days West and his wife, Sandy. By this time this podcast airs, they should be home for a little bit if my sources are correct. His last radiation treatment was April 6th, so relying on the power of the mind, words of encouragement, and the love that keeps us in Teller County strong, we welcome him home.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, time to stretch the brain a little bit. Have a laugh and add one more shiny word to the mental toolbox. Take a breath, lean in, and let's unwrap today's word of the day. The word is perspicacious. 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 And this word is up for grabs for everyone. It's an adjective. Charlie,
Don't look at me. I'll tell you, every time he does this, he's looking like, okay, what do you think? Well,
okay. Perspicacious.
Purse? It has something to do with the purse?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I have no clue what that would be.
Something,
that's-
when you precipitate, that's sweat.
Okay. Good guesses, good efforts, but the response, the definition is having a ready insight and understanding of things. Used in a sentence, the perspicacious fireman quickly detected the cause of the fire. Okay. Now it's time to open up the curiosity cabinet and pull out something surprisingly strange or just plain delightful. It remains to be seen.
It's strange, you mean?
There you go. Here comes our Did You Know segment. And this one involves the UPass Historical Society.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know they had records of old mining camps that vanished so completely, no one can agree where they actually stood?
Well, old mining camps.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they're on record where they were.
Okay. Well.
I mean, the ASAR's offices and all that.
All right. Well, if we can do some research on that, maybe find where the old mining camps were. Did you know, and we probably did know this one, but Lake George was originally founded as a potato growing powerhouse. They were famous for producing some of the finest spuds in the state, and that's why we have that soup dinner every year, right?
Yes, that's right.
And it's not called soup dinner. What is the official?
The potato soup dinner.
Potato soup dinner.
It's an annual event.
Yeah, it is.
We do. And, we always have entertainment. We're a speaker there.
Yeah.
One of these days, it could be you.
Good deal.
Yeah,
but it's a good event, yeah. About 5-6 different types of potato soup is brought, and it's a sit-down meal for everyone. Just gather family style and just shoot the breeze, eat some soup, and talk a little bit. So
that's right.
Something to think about. Charlie is going to tell us maybe a little bit about a documentary update. What's happening with the documentary?
Well, this week the director is coming into town from Florida. We're going to start on pre-production of that documentary, which is going to be since this is Women's History Month. Did you know that? Did you know? Okay.
They had a day actually. March 8th was Women's Day, and we had multiple women fighters in Buena Vista.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So, in honor of that, the directors decided to be here and start pre-production of our next documentary, which is going to be about the extraordinary women that lived in the Pikes Peak region. And this goes back, several years in history, and it's going to be really fascinating. So the pre-production will start this coming week, and then the actual shooting of the event will be like in the summer. And all the editing and everything, we're hoping to have that released, or at least a trailer out before fall. So that'll be going on, and it's going to be fun. It's going to really, some of these women, there's going to be 5 women that are portrayed in this, and they're all from right here in this area, some from Woodland Park. But I'll tell you, there was one nurse that was saving people in the middle of the Battle of the Bulge will be highlighted in that too. So,
and Rob will be here to talk about that on next week's podcast.
Yes, he will. That's right.
All right, so
that's right.
Join us next week if you can, folks. All right, the 1899 mining claim in Victor. It's a restaurant with great food and ambiance that capitalizes on the history, the mining, and the architecture way back in the old days. And it was also called Ed's Place in honor of the previous owner, Ed Hudspeth. Okay, Butte Theater is lining up their programs for the year. To give you a clue, here's some of the names and programs they're working on. Under the Colorado Moon, Dames at Sea. This one sounds good. Sweeney, the Demon Barber of Cripple Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Cripple Creek now.
I remember that.
Okay,
I remember hearing that historical thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Fleet Street was the original one. Barber Fleet Street, but I guess they're fine tuning it for Cripple Creek.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And we got the Winter Wonderettes. Obviously, is going to be our winter fall program. So stay tuned to their website for more information. If you're looking for a free radon kit in Teller County, you can go over 800 Research Drive. They're giving out free radon kits just for you to check your house. Community meeting to discuss the future of Shining Mountain Golf Course is happening on March 17th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. over at Shining Mountain Golf Course. Reserve Art Gallery is offering a kids coloring contest with different themes. March is going to be clouds. April is going to be fun. May is going to be imaginary landscape. So you can just drop off the designs in the box outside of the gallery, which is across from Cafe Leo in the professional building. Or for more questions, you can call 401-2301. It's time of the year for Easter egg hunts. We've got 10,000 egg hunt coming up. Memorial Park, April 4th from 11 to 1, sponsored by Divide Mountain Explorers. Chamber Business After Hours is happening at Hardcastle Home Services on March 17th, starting at 5:30. Cripple Creek Parks and Rec has their egg hunt going on April 4th from 1 to 3. Quaker Ridge Egg Hunt is going to be on March 28th at 10:30. For more information on that, you can call 303-269-1745. From egg hunts, we get into dancing with a mother and son dance April 18th at the Ute Pass Cultural Center from 5 to 8. And Daddy Daughter is going to be the flip side. Daddy Daughter Disco Dance 418 at the Merritt School from 6 to 9 p.m. Okay. Woodland Park Panther Players are presenting the play Grease, happening on April 9 and April 11 at 7 p.m. and April 12th at 1 p.m. We will actually have Rizzo and Kaniki, the actors that are portraying these two characters, on our podcast for our first teen podcast. So keep your ears open for that. That's going to be March 27th. So if there are any teens out there that want to join us and do their own podcast, please contact us. What is our viewership at, Charlie? We got some good numbers on.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's averaging right around 5,000 a week just on Facebook. And, with the other ones combined, it's got to be, I don't want to just estimate it because I want to be accurate. But if you just go by Facebook alone, you're looking at an average of 5,000 viewers a week. So
And we have a good reach, and we bring a multitude of different people in here. So just think how many cross posts could be happening just with your one message. So, and just like that, Teller County, we've reached the end of another ride on this wild, wonderful mountain town radio train. From the stories to the laughs to the little nuggets of knowledge we didn't know we needed, you've been right here with us, and that's what makes this community shine. To everyone tuning in or checking us out on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple iTunes, we thank you for being the heartbeat behind Teller Time. Charlie and I appreciate you for helping us to make this happen. So as we sign off today, hold your strength, rise to new challenges, and let kindness guide what you hear and say. Nothing is guaranteed. So this is Thom and Charlie. Stay kind, stay strong, and stay mountain strong.
Thanks, Dylan, so much for being with us. And we'll have to have you back after your main event.
I appreciate the shout out here.
You betcha.
You guys have been a lot of help.
to the sponsor. Thank you to our premier sponsorships mentioned on each episode. So basically, you're going to get like a filmed commercial, a short commercial that could be up to 30 seconds long. Again, runs every week for 4 weeks. We'll make it a little easier.
Yeah. This is just plant the seed, but it's going to be a cost-effective way
Yeah.
for you to get your business on our podcast. And what is our viewership at, Charlie? We got some good numbers on.
Oh yeah, well, it's averaging right around 5,000 a week just on Facebook, and with the other ones combined, it's got to be. I mean, I don't want to just estimate it because I want to be accurate. But if you just go by Facebook alone, you're looking at an average of 5,000 viewers a week. So
we have a good reach, and we bring a multitude of different people in here. So just think how many cross posts could be happening just with your one message. So, like Charlie said, we'll be having more information on our Teller Time Facebook within the next week or so. So
exactly.
All right, so it'll be a little less discombobulated. I just like throwing Charlie into the water like
boy, doesn't he? I mean, just out of the blue. I mean, I no chance to rehearse anything.
No script like me.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and just like that, Teller County, we've reached the end of another ride on this wild, wonderful mountain town radio train. From the stories to the laughs to the little nuggets of knowledge we didn't know we needed, you've been right here with us, and that's what makes this community shine. To everyone tuning in or checking us out on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple iTunes, we thank you for being the heartbeat behind Teller Time. Charlie and I appreciate you for helping us to make this happen. So as we sign off today, hold your strength, rise to new challenges, and let kindness guide what you hear and say. Nothing is guaranteed. So this is Thom and Charlie. Stay kind, stay strong, and stay mountain strong.
Thanks, Dylan, so much for being with us. And we'll have to have you back after your main event.
I appreciate the shout out here.
You betcha.
You guys have been